Hello and welcome. This is Detective Lazario. If you happen to be a spirit that haunts apartment 202 with these two lovely people, one that starts with a J, that would be the male, and then Digiana. Since Digiana's name is not in the Spirit Talker, I can say it. And then they do have a puppers, and his name is Champ. So if you happen to be a spirit that haunts apartment 202, I'm going to turn on Spirit Talker, and you can use that to tell me who you are, what's your story, and see if anything matches up with what they have been experiencing and finding out. So the Spirit Talker is turned on. The image that I have is here. It's the best I could do. Tired?
Tired.
Oh, alrighty. Hmm. Lad.
Lad.
Okay, is this letting us know that there's a spirit that's a male? Alright, so far it just said tired and loud.
We can whisper.
Interesting how that's something they do while he's filming during the live. They tend to do whispers, and we tend to capture those EVPs. Is that what you're letting me know? That we've captured a couple whispers that were said while he was wandering around the rooms, or just unfortunately talking and then something else was said? Okay.
I've spent years here.
Okay, so when it says here, I'm going to go with the apartment 202. So you spent years there, like meaning you're a spirit that's been there for many years. And sadly, I do have some noises underneath me. That is somebody in the kitchen, so please disregard a bunch of tinking and tinkering.
Suspect.
Suspect? Are you the suspect that spent years here in the apartment 202? Did you do something bad? You're the one that was a suspect and you did a very bad thing? And you spent time, meaning in jail? I'm just curious if we'll get any notable names, including the one that films. Oh, well.
My name is Alice.
Hi, Alice. So that's not one of the main notable names, but I'm sure you come through. So hi. To help you utilize the app a little bit more faster, you can take the energy from the lamp to the right and one behind me, and then the sunlight. Basically, light is your energy. To utilize these tools to gain the energy to tap, bap, boop the balls, or maybe push out more things to tell your story through this app called Spirit Talker.
We don't like investigators.
It's kind of interesting because they tend to not want them doing it, the investigation, those two. They do get a lot of leave. I don't want you here kind of thing. So, And maybe when it said tired, maybe they're just tired of being pressured to do something from Friday to Saturday. And they're just like, we just want to rest. We're literally just spirits that just want to rest. But you keep pestering us to do stuff. Okay.
Young.
So there is a young one, yes. There is supposedly a few young ones that are there and one notable one. So I'm assuming that they did pass away at a young age. Help you?
Help me.
Okay, so I know that they do tend to say that to, especially to Gianna when she's doing the SS method. You ask for help. And then when she asks, how can she help you? You don't let her know. But I can definitely say a prayer after this ends. If you need it, I can say it. Whoever is coming through, maybe the young one, especially considering I know this possible story of what happened to you. Obviously not the whole thing, but a general idea of what happened. I think you do need a prayer after that traumatic passing. Yeah. So I have a prayer that I can say later. Whoa. Well, somebody's coming through. Who was that? Who just lit it up? The EMF meter went to red. Who did that?
Tranquility.
Oh, well, that doesn't help us. So whoever just went to orange and then it reached the red on the EMF meter, that seems like a very strong spirit. Who's coming through? Is it the young one? I can't say your name in case you say it, but is it the young one? I'm going to say it in my head since I know you can read my mind.
No.
Oh, okay. Interesting. If it's not that, then is it the one that is starting with the letter W for the name? So I'm saying their name in my head. Let's see if it lights up to red again. No, apparently not. Okay, the second idea is this. Tough call. I was just thinking if it's not the W, and it's not possible a tribe. Someone else? Oh, Alice. Duh. So Alice, your name came in earlier. Is that you that went to the red? Can you do a yellow, orange, or red again? If that's who just lit it up to red. And if you don't do it, I'm assuming no. Possibly? Yeah?
Danger.
Danger. Yeah, there is. Okay. Is it because of the W? Does he make the place feel like you're in danger? So it just said danger. And it does give off that vibe when they do the live sessions. Sorry, there's my dad sneezing. Sorry, you might sneeze again. Hold on. So basically, we have that situation where, oh, well, thank you.
You are beautiful.
Thank you. Well, there is that one that has the same name, but it's not, I don't think it's the same one, but it has the same name with the W. But this one that supposedly is tied to this particular apartment 202 has the initial WS. So I don't know if it's the spirit guide with the name that starts with a W, or if it's W.S that supposedly haunts this apartment 202. But thank you for letting me know that I am beautiful. So far we have this. Readjusting. Sorry. All right. We'll see if they come through. Oh.
I took my last breath here.
At this apartment 202, I believe, because of what happened, which I won't say yet. Yeah. So every time I'm talking in my mind, and I feel like they can hear me. So if the EMF meter starts to spike really strong to the orange or red, they're probably agreeing with me. Or maybe they'll light up a capel. I don't know.
I died in a sword fight.
Oh. I don't know if that's like a tribe person. Could that be somebody that was in the tribe that happened to live on that land in that area that may have been killed by the sword? Nope. Okay.
False.
Interesting how they say they're answering me, saying no when I'm asking, and then it's saying false. Like, nope, not the tribe person. Okay. Was somebody? Oh, okay. Maybe it's a spirit that we're not really familiar with. Not the W, not the little young one. Someone else. There's a name that starts with a D. He has been putting his name out during Estes. Is it the name with a D? That may have been a soldier?
Don't follow the voices.
Interesting. And that's funny enough, that's kind of what the male that films does. He tends to be like, did you all hear that? And then he'll go over to finding out where he heard it. Interesting how you said don't follow the voices. Is it because those voices are tricks, mimics, to put you or put those people in danger? So they're tricking those unfortunate ones they're filming on those days by you saying something, and then they're following your voice and then putting them into a possible danger time. I don't know. You can also tell us what is the most active room in their apartment. You can mention that too. So I'm hoping to hear how they passed away. There's, again, one main story involving the young one and maybe the WS. And then we have somebody name starts with a D. Can't say it in case it comes through. That also has been said. And they lit up the Capitol a couple times, so I feel like they're telling their story. So I don't know if it's that name, the D, that is a soldier that may have been in a sword fight and died. You can tap the Capitol to confirm if I got your story right. See?
I'm a child.
See? Okay, so there is a little young one that is a child. Yes. Starts with a C. We'll see if that one says her name. It is a little girl. So we'll see if it comes through. I haven't seen that name, Gash.
Gash.
Well, I mean, if you got in a sword fight, somebody did get gashed up. I don't know if that's, again, I don't think, okay, you got, okay. Is the child telling us that they were stabbed by a sword? No, different spirit. Another spirit is letting us know that they were stabbed with a sword and died that way. So I mean, it's definitely a active apartment, I'm sure, with many spirits. So it could be a story of somebody supposedly passing away in a sword fight, and there has been some battles on that ground. Again, this is in Florida. I don't know the exact location, but it's southern Florida. And by the way, since they tend to make tap knock sounds in that apartment, could you make a very, very loud sound that's so shockingly loud that it'll make me go like, whoa, can you do that in this room in the next minute or two? I'm holding the iPad with two hands. It's not like I can tap and do that.
Jealousy.
I kind of heard something there, but it wasn't loud enough. Jealousy. Is that why somebody was upset and may have emmed somebody?
Am I on video?
Yes. Yes, you are. So I know that the two that filmed during the Friday and Saturdays at night to early morning, I did hear something over there. They basically, again, go live on video. So yes, you are on video in the morning, afternoon, with Detective Lazaria. Different place, but seeking the same spirits that haunt the apartment 202. And so far I did get I Am a Child, which may be the one that starts with a C. Or maybe D is also a child. Didn't think about that till now. So maybe the D is a brother of the C. And it's like a family that passed away in this tragic way. Which I have not said because they might put it through the Spirit Talker. And if it does, holy wow. That means they're coming through. But at some point I will have to say the story. At least my understanding. Late. Yes, so they do film late. Is that what you're letting us know? It's in the late hours from midnight to like, say 4 or 5 in the morning. And it's both Fridays and Saturdays. Or should I say Saturday and Sunday? For us, it's Friday and Saturday if you're in the PST time zone. Otherwise, the incident that happened was very late at night. Maybe that's what also you're trying to say. Could it have been a very late night that happened to have this tragic incident?
Ruination.
Well, I mean, yeah. It did definitely ruin the place, I'm sure, due to what happened. Again, not saying what it is, because, again, if it's said, then it's from them, not me. Sometimes I feel like they do tend to, the app could tend to repeat stuff I said, and I don't want to take that chance. So if it's said, and I didn't say it, it might be the spirits coming and telling me their story. But 10 to 5 minutes till I get to a point where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to say it. So I don't know how long I'm going to do the session. We're already 25 minutes in. Violet again.
Violet.
Okay, I've had Violet come through a few times. And I don't know if it's referring to flowers or a name, but it's usually when I'm trying to have a session with the Haunted Apartment 202, which failed a couple times. And then again, Violet came through. So either repetitive, color/name, that I can't tell if it's a spirit from there, or a color from there, or a flower from there. But my room is got a violet tone on the walls. All right, I'm going to do my thing again. Read my mind if you can. Go bonkers on the EMF meter if you're agreeing that your story is okay.
Taylor.
Taylor. Hi, Taylor. I don't know if you're, again, a spirit there. You're probably just popping in your name. Although it is funny if you do think that they could have been a tailor, but spelled differently. You know, like occupation, tailor, but again, totally spelled off.
Sacred.
It is a sacred land. It is. Again, there's a tribe that used to live there. And supposedly right close by to their apartment complex might be the burial ground of the tribe. I don't know if it's for sure right down below or just near, like in that vicinity of that complex. So if you are, again, from that tribe, Troquesta tribe, could be saying that wrong, you can light up the EMF meter again very strong to orange or red, or a cat ball. If you're indeed haunting the apartment 202 that is in southern Florida with these two, Digiana and her husband that starts
Hear
with,
my footsteps.
ooh, actually that's funny enough. Starts with a J and a dog. So yeah, apparently he does tend to say he hear their footsteps. Yeah. Is that who came through when oh wow. Okay. So basically Digiana was maybe in a sleep paralysis, and the one that starts with a J heard a loud footstep going back a couple steps very loudly. Was that maybe somebody from the tribe?
Mockery.
Mockery. Well, I mean, the one that starts with a J does tend to mock them. Or maybe it's vice versa. You know, maybe the spirits are mocking them. But like I said, they tend to have it where there's somebody that can be heard walking around shortly after an incident that may be involving Digiana, either while she was sleeping or in a sleep paralysis situation. And that one that starts with the J that films, he swears that he heard loud footsteps backing off away from that bed as he went to go check on her. I don't know if it's the spirit that starts with a W or if it's somebody from the tribe. Or both. Maybe it's both of them. Paranoia.
Paranoia.
Is that why she has sleep paralysis? Because of what she unfortunately has started up with doing weekly or weekend live sessions, and it's causing her to put paranoia in to the point where she's now having sleep paralysis? Sorry, I'm adjusting my hand.
Sigh.
Sigh. Okay, here's this. Are there any spirits that haunt the apartment 202 that actually enjoys the company of those two? Or three, if you count the puppers? Do you enjoy having them live there? Can you light up anything? If there are some spirits that actually don't mind them being there? Oh my god, that was a loud... Okay, it's a little delayed, but I heard that one behind me. Who was that? You finally did it. Maybe it took you some time to put the energy to make that tap sound behind me.
Dark energy everywhere.
Are you referring to the apartment 202 having dark energy? You guys heard that, right? The viewers? Again, a very loud pop tap sound behind me. Right where the kitty cat dispenser area is. And I did ask them if they can make a really loud noise to make me go, whoa. And yes, it was delayed by, I don't know how many minutes, but it probably took them a lot of time and energy to get the energy to do it. And I didn't move, so it was me. Although I am moving right now because oh.
They will attack.
Interesting, because that's exactly what some incidents have occurred where the spirits did tend to attack them. So you're letting us know that there are some dark energy spirits there that tend to attack those 2 or 3 that live in that haunted apartment 202? Is that what you're letting me know? Because apparently the one that starts with a J gets the most feeling that he's being touched and pushed and grazed by hands and fingers of spirits. It'd be nice if the spirits can just say his name so I can finally say it. We still haven't got the W.S name or the C name yet. It did say I'm a child though, so I guess I gotta go with that. Unsure about lad. Since they didn't interact with the capitals, maybe I'll do a quick demo.
I like the woods.
Oh. Well, that could be a tribe person that apparently liked to be in the woods in that area before it turned into a, residential area. Or it's just a random spew. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick, I have to switch my hands here, demonstration on the cat ball and just see if anybody comes through with either lighting it up to say they're here, or maybe while we're talking they can confirm anything. Especially if you're a strong spirit that has a story to say and confirm. Just like you're doing with the EMF meter. You can put that energy into the cat balls, which might be easier, I think. So let me demonstrate, okay? So you get your spiritual fingers with the energy from the lamps or the light from up there, and you just, whatever's solid enough to do it, you either shake these balls, pick them up, or tap it. Do you understand? Can you light it up to yellow if you understand what I'm saying? Okay. All right, ready? I'm going to demonstrate it, not to scare you. That's how you do it. And then watch it turn off in just a couple seconds. Like now. Oh, sorry, off by, yeah, there you go. I'm a little too fast on my seconds. So it's about, say, 12 to 15 seconds it lights up and turns off to this dormant state. So again, if it doesn't go off, and all of a sudden it does go off, it feels like you're coming through.
Barn.
Fifi? So apparently whenever I hear barn, I feel like Fifi's trying to come through. That's my cat. Because every session we've had with her, she tends to put the word barn. Well, hi Fifi, if you're here. My beloved kitty. I mean, I'm not too far from your area where I have your stuff. Just like, when I interacted with Bobby the horse. So it could be Fifi saying hi. Or just a random spew, I guess. Boat.
Boat.
Interesting, because I mean, I'm assuming that people traveled to that area by boat. The settlers that may have fought with the tribe. Otherwise, it could be like one of my grandparents who came by boat. But again, we're going back to Haunted Apartment 22. Oh.
It's my happy place.
Well, this might be Fifi then. Hi, Fifi. If you're saying this is your happy place, hi. Otherwise, it could be the Haunted Apartment 22 could again be something that makes them happy, whoever tends to be there, despite their tragic passing. Wait, when that sound came through, I wonder if it was her, because again, it was a food dispenser area behind me. I wonder if it was Fifi making that noise. Oh, okay, that was my dad closing the door. That was obvious. So yeah, no names that I was hoping to get from them yet. Although I did, when I did the first session on the Haunted Apartment 22, that name with the W did come through. So, yeah. But it didn't get the C name. We'll see if it ever is said.
We fight the darkness.
Okay, interesting. That's the first time I've probably seen that come through. And it kind of makes sense. So basically, again, the darkness could be a specific spirit, whether it is the one that starts with a W, initial WS, maybe. And again, it could be the little ones that are, again, fighting those dark entities or that dark entity. Hmm. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I was trying not to burp, but I couldn't hold it. They're like, eh. I really was trying to hold it. Hmm? Oh, well, yeah. Meh.
Sid.
So it said Sid. That's not a spirit that we are familiar with in that place. Although, again, you can just picture this person using that Spirit Talker app for hours. See?
The children play.
Yeah, they do tend to, there's some cat balls that they put out there, as well as some actual physical balls that they allow the spirits to roll around. And maybe they even play with the puppers. So yeah, I don't know if it's, again, the one that starts with a C joining in and saying that. Should I say your name? If you want me to say your name because you just can't find it and you're too not enough energy to search for your name on the app. Do you want me to just say your name, the one that starts with a C, that's a young girl that unfortunately passed away tragically? Do you want me to say your name? You just light it up again to orange or red, and I will. I was hoping you would say it, but I don't think you can. And then once I say it, I feel like you can finally come forth a little bit more. As if I'm really summoning you.
Holly.
Nope, that's definitely not the girl. Hi, Holly. So again, we're asking if the C name of the little girl that is tied to the haunted apartment 202 wants me to say her name. Is that a yeah? All right, I might just, it's almost 42 minutes in. So let's go ahead and just push out those names because we're probably not going to get them. So Christine, who's the young girl that supposedly is at that haunted apartment 202 that may, quote, haunt it, but more like play. Can you tell me again how you passed away? I believe I was about to say it, then I realized it's part of the word. Dang it. It's hot, basically. There you go. The thing that caused your passing was very hot. So is there any way you can tell us your story before I try to just, unfortunately, wrap things up and tell them? The viewers, I mean. Based on sessions and evidence of things being said during especially Estes method? And I'm sure there's not just Christine, there could be her parents. Damnation. Oh, yeah.
Damnation.
But like I said, I don't know if it was, it seemed like it must have been late at night, possibly when it was on a cold month. And they may have been in that state of being asleep. And there's something that people have going to keep warm on cold nights that may have gotten out of hand. Whether it was just enough ember to start something, to catch something on the words that I'm trying to say is with the F word. And I don't know if it was like a carpet, a bed sheet, a rug, a curtain that may have, again, got enough spark of an ember from that place that, again, you make to keep you warm. I don't know if it was an accident. You can confirm by tapping a cat ball. It seems like you're agreeing with me with the EMF meter to red. Yeah, I don't know the exact month, but I'm assuming between September, October, November, December, January, February. One of those cold months. You needed to have you needed to have your place warmed up, and again, it might have gotten a little over out of hand, basically, and an ember fell on something to catch on, F-I-R-E. And unfortunately, again, if they were pretty much asleep by the time they realized what was happening, that room that they were in probably got engulfed with those things. So am I getting your story right? I can't say the word. I'll say it in my head. And I'm just not sure where the W name, and since it's now been 46 minutes, positivity.
Positivity.
So does that mean absolutely that's what happened? So is that your way of saying, yes, that definitely did happen? Again, I'm just going to say it because it's probably not going to get spewed. So again, you're in a bedroom, you're sleeping to keep you warm on a cold night, especially during those old times. You may have had a fireplace going, and I guess something sparked out, and there was something flammable. It caught on fire. Again, you were asleep, and by the time you woke up, it was too late. The entire room was too much for you to escape. You and your family were trapped, and unfortunately passed away due to, again, being caught on fire. And then I don't know where his name is. Walter Smith. I don't know how he's involved. I don't know if he intentionally left the fireplace unattended and allowed that to get out of hand, or if the fact that he wasn't there to save you or something. I don't know. I don't know the whole story between Walter Smith and Christine. But apparently there seems... Oh.
Abigail.
Hi, Abigail. There just seems to be something that happened like that. And there, in the most cases, when they do the Estes method, you constantly hear screaming, pain, help me, fire, burning. And there was again a fireplace that was mentioned, sleep, I think cold. So that's my little detective brain trying to put the story together. Sadly, there's no documentation that tells us exactly this is a true story, but based on the evidence of multiple Estes methods, we keep getting that. And they don't apparently like this one that films, and his name is John. You don't like John. For some reason, you guys despise John, the one that films during those weekend nights. Okay.
Screwdriver.
I'm not sure why they... Okay. So yeah, like I said, do you not like John, who lives there? The ones that supposedly haunt apartment 202. Do you despise having John there? Can you light up anything very strong?
Ophelia.
Or tap a couple? And yes, Ophelia has come through on the Spirit Talker while he's been using the Spirit Talker, especially the first few times I remember seeing that name. And I think the activity got strong. But again, Ophelia could just be a random spirit name or a name that comes through the app. Just like Screwdriver coming through randomly.
Death.
Well, I mean, Ophelia is tied to Shakespeare play involving probably that. I'm not sure about Screwdriver. If a screwdriver was involved in any sense, say somebody emmed somebody with a screwdriver, I don't know. But it's probably just, again, a random spew of random things. So, not all the time will we get the spirits to utilize this app to tell us their story. Sometimes you just gotta tell it. And that's what I had to do. I tried hard, very hard, to not say anything.
Are you ready?
Unsure what I'm ready for, but yeah. Are you going to finally tell us the story? Are you going to light up a cat ball? Or is that something that John would say? Are you ready, spirits? We're going live. Get your gear on. Here, I'm going to, again, have a little sip of water because I eventually do have to get going. Yes, 9 minutes is an hour. And I have to cut it off. I have other things I got to do. Excuse me. It's a bummer that we didn't get those names, but okay. Here.
Here.
Yes, here is an apartment 202 with John and Digiana and Champ. When you are being told, are you ready? While he's trying to start his YouTube live with his community, the Ghoul Squad.
Pat.
Pat. Do you pat the dog? Is that something you occasionally do, spirits? You pat the dog? Because he does have a evidence of the dog going to the laundry room and then supposedly a shadow bending over, maybe patting the dog on its head, and then as the dog came out of the laundry room, it shook its head. Is this the little girl that did that, Christine? Did you pat the dog on that day that you didn't think he was filming? Did you pat the dog? And not to be rough, just a gentle pat, because you like him. And you didn't think you
Find my grave.
And you didn't think that you were going to get caught? I don't know who that is, if that's Christine, Walter, one of the Troquesta tribe members. I don't know where your grave is. I know the burial ground for the Troquesta tribe is nearby, that complex area. Not the exact location, sadly, but very close by. But yeah, I don't know. There's many Walter Smiths, but we don't know if it's somebody in the Florida zone or just a random name that was created for that spirit. Because sometimes I'm wondering that's what they do. They don't want to say their true name, but they're just giving their little alias name for the story. But the odds of us talking about Walter Smith after getting the Spirit Talker app going for the first few times, it literally lit up the Capitol right when we were talking about it. So we're like, is that you, Walter Smith? Capitol. Like, yep. No, excuse me. My fingers are starting to hurt. I gotta stretch them out. Ugh.
13.
Are you letting me know that there's 13 spirits there? Maybe. Or is something going to happen on May 13th? Not going to be the day they film because it's a Wednesday, I believe. But, yeah. Eliminate.
Eliminate.
Is that what Walter Smith did? Try to eliminate maybe again Christine or Christine's family? Is there a chance that that's what he was trying to do? M or K and eliminate somebody due to maybe jealousy or does it, I don't know. Or just random things. Well, I think we got a gist of the haunted apartment 2 too. So, yeah. Again, it's up to you if you want to spend your time, viewers, to poke at the 2 as they film their haunted apartment 2 to capture
Taste.
to capture evidence of supposed spirits haunting them. I occasionally do poke in, so you might see my name, but I'm not doing the full 4 to 5 hours as he's filming. I'm just, again, poking in and just seeing what's happening. He tends to tell stories because there's new people that pop in, so if you constantly hear the same story, well, you can take a break and come back. I'm sure maybe by that time he'll be done. He does Estes method once on a Saturday morning, I guess you can call it, and then twice on Sunday. So if you want to just see how that goes, you can. Again, I'm just not as watching into it as I used to because I have other things I wanted to try to do with that time. But I do poke in. So maybe the spirits know who I am and aware of me seeing things and saying things during live chat. I don't know. Oliver.
Oliver.
I'm sure there's many spirits that are being said through the spirit talker, so I don't know if Oliver is one of those random names that come through too. All right, like I said, I wanted to give it a go. Whether or not they're really trying to come through or not with me, that's fine, but at least you know the story. I believe what happened to Christine and her family. Unsure about Walter's connection, but he might be the supposed dark entity that the spirits are afraid of. But yeah, okay. This is your Detective Lazaria signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.